Oh yeah, I just got chipped $25 at the last job I did. So.
Okay. Sounds good. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
How's it going?
Hello. Hello.
It's Ken here, continuing to practice my YouTube streaming. I have the text, the chat stuff. See, I can type that in, and it should appear on the screen. Yes, maybe. Did I screw it up? Oh, there it is. I had it. I didn't have it positioned correctly, but there is a chat now, and hold on a second. I need to pause that because it, for some reason, on my computer, when I play back the same video I'm streaming, totally messes it up. I don't know why. So I can't watch my own YouTube stream. I just have to go kind of blind. Oh, I moved my camera over here. Normally it's over there. But my friend was going to join me, right? But he had to go to the store. So anyway, um, normally I stream on Twitch, but I'm streaming on YouTube. As you all know, YouTube went down the other day, and for me, it was no big deal. A lot of people freaked out, but it's like I watch too much YouTube anyway, so it's just like, oh, I guess I'll get some work done for the next 2 hours or whatever, which is exactly what I did. Are you allowed to smoke on YouTube Live? I don't know. They have all these rules. This is this is this is root beer. Root beer. They took away my advertising ability anyway, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, I thought they had this. Oh, so YouTube went down, and there's this thing going around. So I heard about the Pakistan DNS error thing, which makes sense, except for, and then it turns out that story is old. When I heard it, I was like, oh, they did that again. But it was people were just reading a story that was 2 years old and thinking it was recent because it was at the top of the search on Google, because whatever. But it wasn't that. That's the popular opinion. Um, I think DNS error makes sense. Domain name server DNS, um, which when you type in YouTube, and they were saying it was going to a fake YouTube. It's possible. I don't know. I didn't really investigate it. It's all rumors. It's all rumors, right? So it seems to me like if it was uh, a fake domain, like a hacker attack, that would make sense, I guess. But it's pretty elaborate, and also then it seemed like the server for it seemed like you were getting to me. It seemed like you were getting to YouTube, and the server was broken, which could very well, if you're doing a hack attack, it's a good way to disguise. I heard some people tried to log in and log out, in which case they would have given them their password. Anytime anything hinky happens that on the internet, I put that page away and I don't worry about it, and I'm sure it'll sort itself out in time. I can go a little bit without watching a YouTube video, so it wasn't a big deal. But then I heard this one. I don't know where I heard it from, how it got to me. I think maybe I want to blame uh, Twitter. It might have been YouTube. Maybe I saw it and looked it up, but I want to say Twitter was responsible. That's where I saw most of the moon stuff was on Twitter. Um, so the conspiracy theory, is that YouTube went down was it to quarantine and erase the video of something hitting the moon. Okay, number one, I haven't heard anybody who's reporting on this say they actually saw the video. That's the number one thing that makes me say this is a hoax, right? Because there's nobody, every source I've seen is all hearsay. I heard a rumor that this happened, right? Um, but nobody actually saw it. So supposedly there was this moon army guy who was saying that the moon was going to get hit by an asteroid, and I've even seen some what looked like fake photos or bad photos. I shouldn't say fake, bad photos of the moon saying that debris is flying off and all this stuff. It seems to me like it's a big practical joke. Um, because number one, no evidence. That's always a good sign, taking the skeptical approach here. And number two, that, well, why would YouTube want to block that? I mean, if it's getting a lot of views, okay, all right. 10, 100 million is a lot of views, but YouTube wants to get views. But they're also in the anti-fake news campaign right now. And because of that, and because of how disastrous it's been, and how algorithm AI based it is, we've seen a lot of incredibility in the ways in which YouTube decides what is and isn't fake news. But if that is the case, it seems to me that it's more likely fake news than not, because despite the fact that I think it would cause some panic, um, especially if considering how stupid people are. Like an asteroid hitting the moon is not a big deal. So it doesn't seem like it warrants. If it was real and YouTube wanted to cover it up, it doesn't make sense because it's not something that warrants a cover up. Like the moon is covered with from impacting objects from space. The moon gets impacted way more than Earth because it doesn't have an atmosphere. It's very normal for the moon to get hit by an asteroid. And if that was really something that happened, I think considering the moon hasn't like exploded or crashed into the Earth yet, right? Um, that's something that AP Science or um, whatever, IF and Love Science would be posting like mad about. It's not it's not the thing that warrants a cover up. It's actually a natural, rare, but natural, not 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 uncommon, but rare. Um, is that right? I don't know. Is rare more rare than uncommon? I don't know, but you probably wouldn't have a lot of observable comet impacts, or not comet, asteroid impacts on the moon within a person's lifetime, um, where you had prior knowledge of it. So if anybody did have prior knowledge of it, I think it would be more celebrated than causing a panic. So it doesn't really make sense for YouTube to cover it up. The one I watched a lot of videos, a lot of people were crazy, but I brought this guy up, John X Army, and while he's definitely on the crazy conspiracy side and he's selling T-shirts, okay, so obviously he understands how to work his audience, okay. His video was the most I'm not going to play it, you can watch it yourself. His was the most rational, okay. He had the most rational take on it. He was the only one who wasn't like, the moon's exploding, YouTube's covering up. He was like, maybe, and when somebody who does the whole conspiracy thing, is like, chances are it's not a conspiracy, you know, because most of the time they're yelling and screaming about it. So it's a good sign that this gentleman here, John X Army, is not completely insane. So I subscribed and I will watch his other things. He seems to have this thing, fake alien invasion incoming. Volcano erupts on Mars. Okay, well, volcanoes again erupt on Mars quite often. Yes, the internet shutdown occurred. It's worse than you think. So, you know, a little bit sensational, but that's, again, that's the audience by which he is making videos for. I used to do the conspiracy stuff. I don't do it anymore because um, a lot of conspiracy people are crazy. And you attract crazy people to your channel, and they're they're without a doubt they're insane. It's not that they're bad people. It's perfectly fine. They're just crazy. They're just in having a bunch of crazy people trying to talk to you all the time. It's rough. It's rough. So I quit doing that stuff. But and even towards the end, I was like, it's all BS. Because you play it up a little bit. I tried to be reasonable and skeptical and but fair, you know. But you do have to play it up a little bit, especially when you're advertising, because that's what gets the butts in the seats. Time warp, in quotes, discovered by paranormal investigator outside of Las Vegas. So, yeah, glitch in the matrix. If you ever go to Reddit, there's a great slash r// glitch in the matrix is is a very fun um, Reddit to go into. You know, I'll tell you, the skeptics are crazier than the crazies in that one. But anyway, so I'm gonna watch some more of this guy's stuff and see how fair and balanced he is. But yeah, his thing that he mentioned in the other video, in this video that I watched, is the fake alien invasion. This goes back to, I want to say this. I think this came out of the whole um, Zag Heist movement thing with the and the 9/11 truther movement that the World Trade Center was a test for space lasers. Um, it's possible in the middle of the day you might not see a space laser. It's just light, so probably be mostly invisible. I don't know. I'm not a laser engineer. But then that out of that came Project Bluebeam, where they're saying that they're going to have this fake UFO alien battle that will unite the world under the UN, which is so basically the conspiracy is a globalist agenda conspiracy. There's different categories of conspiracy. So globalist agenda conspiracy, which of course is, and you know, if the conspiracy is globalist, then the opposing faction is that comes up with the conspiracy is the anti-globalist. This is how YouTube conspiracy politics works. So the anti-globalists are the ones that come up with the conspiracy because they think that the globalists are in a secret plot in order to destroy the sovereignty of nations. And the problem with anti-globalism, which is, you know, I think a fair position to have, is that with anti-globalism, there's always a chance of running into hyper nationalistic politics, which are bad. Okay, it's good to recognize that you have a nation and you have a nation for a reason, but when you get into this hyper nationalism, then you start coming up with all sorts of crazy crap. Yeah, I hate hypernationalism. It's the worst. It's the worst. So anyway, I wanted to put in my 2 cents on the moon hoax, and I've done a video about this before. But here's the thing, right? So um, because I'm saying it's a moon hoax, and I'm taking the it wasn't the moon exploded secret cover up position. So this is what happens, right? This is the how the cycle works. Um, if you put out a video where you're pro conspiracy, you think the conspiracy happened, you put out the conspiracy title, that brings the people interested in the conspiracy. Most of the people who are interested in the conspiracy are the pro conspiracy people who want to believe that the conspiracy is true. Okay. So then when you then do a video where you say you don't think you're anti-conspiracy, right? You don't think the conspiracy is real. They all tune out and they're like, oh, I'm not going to follow this guy. By the way, follow and ring that bell, I guess I'm supposed to say. Um, but anyway, I always forget to do that. They tend to not follow because you're not reaffirming the belief that they want validated. Okay. That's okay. I don't, if you're one of those people, you don't have to follow me. I actually prefer it. Like, I hate that crazy shit. Okay. So, but if you're one of those people who are like, oh, this is the channel for you. If you're like, oh, kind of guy or girl, equal opportunity, anything in between. No dogs. I don't want any dogs or cats with blogs following me on the internet. But yeah, if you're just a kind of person, um, oh shit, people who think they're cats and dogs are probably gonna say that I'm anti-furry now. Fuck. Oh, I said fuck. Oh shit. Oh, keep going. They're never gonna give me advertising revenue ever again. You know, those bastards. Ah, shit, I did it again. Ah. Anyway, so YouTube, these guys, they uh, they took away my advertising revenue because I don't have enough subscribers. Subscribe and ring that bell, by the way. Um, they took away my subscribers or my advertising because I didn't have enough subscribers, which sucks because I had like $80 in revenue and they're supposed to pay me out at 100, and it took me like 2 years to get that $80. I was like almost there, and I was just starting to get some hits and stuff because I was doing some really good videos, and then they pulled the plug on the advertising. It was terrible. It was rough, man. I really could use that $100 right then and there too. So yeah, capitalism did not win that day. Anyway, subscribe and ring the bell. Actually, don't ring the bell, just subscribe. And then when I'm in the suggestions, then click on me, watch a couple more videos. And if you like them, then ring the bell. That's what I do. When I, is very few people I will ring the bell on. But I'll pretty much subscribe to anybody because, whatever. Unless they're like, unless they're definitely psychotic. And then I'll pass. Um, But yes, that is the UFO. Oh, not the UFO. Oh yeah, this guy, the Project Bluebeam. All right, so Project Bluebeam is that they're going to make a fake alien war and fight holograms and use it to collect tax money. I'm not exactly sure what the end goal is, other than creating a one world government. So John X Army, that seems to be his thing. I'm kind of not. I think we've got plenty of other things going on that we don't need to. Yeah, fight fake aliens. Um, so yeah. So this is my suggestions page. Yeah, I kind of go through stuff. I don't know. I like this synthwave stuff. That's fun. Um, I'm trying to like not watch a lot of Star Trek things, but I do sometimes watch Star Trek things. Yep. But I usually try not to. Star Wars things as well. But this girl here, I want to say her name is Jenny Nicholson. She's pretty fun. She's like a nerdy cosplay girl, fangirl thing. She's all right. She's decent. This guy, I don't really like this guy. He keeps popping up, but he says just like a lot of the same boring stuff all over. It's not necessarily bad, but this not interested stuff. It's I don't want it. I'm not interested in this channel. I don't need to see that anymore. Comics Gate. This is anything with the word gate at the end. It's like not really interested in that. Um, Old video games are all right, but usually I do. Oh, this girl, I just started watching her. She's all right. Pushing Up Roses. She talks about old video games and stuff. I like this when they do like the retro reviews and stuff. That's always fun. But that gets old too because I've seen like a lot of those. I'm like, oh, watch somebody else say the same thing about the same game over and over again. The suggestion thing, I keep trying to train it. It often suggests videos I've already watched, and I always say, I'm not interested, and it doesn't get that. This guy's all right. Jonathan Pragu, he's like some Canadian religious philosopher guy. Check him out. He's definitely not crazy. That's always good when people like a lot of religious stuff is people are wacky as hell, but he's just kind of looks at more the philosophy and like where this religious system comes from and why, and so it's more kind of like historic philosophy, religion philosophy stuff. So he's all right. Jonathan Pragiru. Um, yeah, so check him out. He's cool. Um, but yeah, this guy here, Jeremy, I already blocked his other channel. Well, not blocked, but because he comes and goes. A lot of times he's a real jerk. But he does bring up some interesting stuff sometimes. But I don't play Magic anymore, so it's not really affecting me. Tim Pool. This guy here, he's not crazy. Um, he's he claims to be a left centerist, but more times than not, he seems to lean more right. And he's a capitalistic liberal. Mm. So, but he tries to be as accurate as possible with his reporting, but it's heavy doses of his personal opinion. Um, so, on top of that, factual reporting. So, I usually what I do is when I watch him is when he starts going into his opinion, I just skip ahead like 60 seconds and see if he's still going or not. And then when he gets to the actual reporting, I watch that stuff. But I leave him in my suggestions because he does actually have really up to the date news and reporting. So worth checking out. Yeah, I've been kind of like I said, I've been kind of following this Comics Gate thing, but I publish not fiction. I don't do comic books, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm not a comic book buyer. I'm just kind of keeping an eye on it for now. But yeah, all right, it's a video. I did a video. I had the chat working, and nobody chatted. Nobody chatted. Where'd my chat go? Chat, where you at? Is it this one? There it is. I'm gonna make fake chat. Fake chat. There it is.
Make.